what can you say about what is happening in Nigeria? Easter is few days away from now. So, what are your preparation if you're a Christian towards the Easter festive period?
Preparation towards Easter celebration, you have to thank God for everything, for the spare of life. Give glory and gratitude to God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth. There is nothing short of that. Then you continue in your prayer for protection and prosperity as it may. That's what I can say.
Prosperity in terms of economic, in the midst of economic mishaps, how do you feel? Uh, what is the position of an average Nigerian regarding the inflation, of course, the scarcity of food, and people could no longer cater for themselves, let alone preparing for the Easter?
Already, when we talk of prosperity, it has to do with divine intervention. But come to link it with Nigeria issue. You can't stay in Nigeria and you pray for prosperity and you think Nigeria has anything for you. Nigeria government has nothing to offer to the citizen. But you can only pray to God for God to give you or whatever you have to sustain yourself. So as long as you have everything with God and you have faith in God, you don't depend in a country where the government, the leaders does not care about the citizens. The leaders, they are not care. The National Assemblies are there doing nothing as regards the welfare of the citizen. In the Western world, during electionary campaign, you don't talk about I'm coming to give you this. Coming to build hospital. I'm coming to build road, to construct road. I'm coming to build school. But Nigeria here, because of the mentality of the electorate, they are of the opinion that whenever they tell you they are building hospital, they are building schools, it gets into our head and we believe they are coming to do that. That is the necessity for a government to do for the citizen of a country. They don't need to use that as a electionary campaign.
This is basic necessity that should be found within the society in a working system society.
In a working system, I don't understand you.
No, I say you are right. It's a necessary, basic necessity that should be found. It's not something that should be used for campaign.
I am coming to give you this before you can be voted for. These are things we expect the government to do, but virtually we are not getting anything. So that is why I told you your prayer is to God and God is in control of everything. He has spared individual lives, then you continue to pray unto God for your living.
How do we hold the citizens hold the government responsible, being that they formulate policies, they control the resources of the citizens of the country, and yet could not use it to better the lot of the masses? How will the masses react to hold them accountable?
You see, in Nigeria as it were, you talk of government of Nigeria and you talk of government of other states. If the citizen of a country is agitating for one particular thing, the government of Nigeria hold them to destruction. And that is why we have nothing to do. We don't have the power, we don't have anything, whatever it takes to control them. We can only talk. And when we talk, our voices are not heard. Our yearnings are not being heard. We only talk, we talk. Yet, they know. If I tell you they don't know, if they are telling us they don't know, it's a blatant lie.
Honestly, like a senior citizen like you, uh, much is being expected from the government for the people of your age. What do you think that you have ever enjoyed in Nigeria ever since you came to know what is good and bad?
Since I was born, our elders has always been saying Nigeria will be better. I was born 1st of October 1960, exactly the date Nigeria got independent. Up to date, virtually I have not enjoyed anything from my father's land. I have not enjoyed anything. So what hope do you think I should have again at the age of 63 now? What hope do you think I should have for Nigeria? Except you have children, you pray for them so that they take good care of you until the heavenly callings. But for Nigeria, it depends on their selfish interest, all these things. Then if I should come to government, look at our government. I have always said, look, I voted for Tinubu, but I didn't like what he's doing.
Well, you voted for him
I voted
with
for him.
intention to change things, or
Peace.
based on your ethnic alignment.
But these days, I have come to realize that probably the Maimons have signed agreement with the northern people so as to tell him, this is what we want, this is what we want. You can't do this, you can't do that. And there is nothing he will do than to take to their instruction because he has already signed agreement. If not, a caliber of President Tinubu, as far as I know that political charismatic is concerned in Nigeria, I will never believe he will never have anything to offer Nigerian citizens.
And that is coming as a shock to you.
It's coming as a disappointment. It's coming as a disappointment to me. Because when we talk of political charismatic in Nigeria, who again do you think can withstand the like of Tinubu?
Do you think someone could control a man like him? Can someone dictate for him?
Not have a godfather, and that I believe he will be able to hold them. I believe he does not have any godfather. It's only God that is his godfather.
But, who do we blame now? Is it the Northern Cabas or the president, the grand commander of the armed forces of the Nigerian state?
The president has all what it takes. He's commander-in-chief of armed forces. He has the navy there, the army, the air force, and all security agents being controlled by him. So if he says no today, it's no. He knows what to do. He can, for a tip of his finger, then the people will take action. But people have beginning to insinuate that probably he must have been a part of them. If not, look at the issue of high cost of living, especially food. We heard that Buhari closed Nigeria borders, and some of these borders in the northern part of the country has been open. And you go there, people are shouting, open the western border, the Iroko border, Seme border, and this thing, let food comes in. Nigerians are not being productive. They are not thinking of producing something that will boost our economy. We depend on importation. And since that is what we depend on, let him open the border and let people see what's something to eat. People are hungry. Become hungry, hunger is on the land. People are crying. People are dying.
What is stopping him from, of course, releasing the ban, being that he's from the south? Is he not feeling the pains of the southerners? We learned he opened the northern borders.
He said he feels the pain of Nigerian citizens as a whole. Notwithstanding, the southern part of the country that has border should be open, and there is nothing short of that. Let him open the southern, the border in the western part of Nigeria here, so that if Nigeria then now go on production, we can now talk of exportation of items. But for now, you can imagine the cost of a bag of a rice now. You can imagine a derika cup of rice. A family of three cannot take 250 naira, 3,000 naira for a breakfast because you want to cook rice, just rice and pepper. Oton,